Zoom Pizza were able to make pizzas with robots that were half the calories and half the fat of a regular pizza. And they started baking your pizza when the pizza oven delivery truck was only 4 minutes away from your home, providing you with a fresh, out-of-the-oven pizza when it arrived at your doorstep. And if you walk into the Spice restaurant in Boston, you'll be served healthy dishes designed by a Michelin star chef in 3 minutes for $7.50. This is done by using a robotic system made up of rotating woks. This video takes a look at the different ways robots are being used to cook our food for us. From robotic arms that can flip burgers, to vending machines that can make custom salad bowls, which provide doctors and nurses with healthy meals during their shifts 24 hours a day. There's also the new concept of ghost kitchens, and how in the future, robots could be cooking your food deliveries too. Not only makes it harder for people to start their own food businesses, it also drives people to live further away from the cities, making it more difficult to find workers. This all adds to prices people have to pay when buying meals. You also have countries like Japan that have an aging and shrinking population. The average age in Japan is 46 years old, so there is a low number of unskilled workers, making it expensive to hire people. So in Japan, they need to have restaurants that are able to work efficiently with fewer humans. The benefits of having robots cooking is that you need less space, which means paying less rent, and the robots can take care of repetitive tasks, while humans supervise and manage the machines. All of this allows more people to start food businesses, and the money saved on rent and human workers can be invested back to create higher quality meals. A robotic kitchen also allows for customers to be able to customize their dishes and still get their food fast. Julia Collins, the co-creator of Zoom Pizza, a company that made pizza-making robots, said that using robots lowered their labor costs, allowing them to invest those savings into using locally sourced, responsibly farmed ingredients. The higher quality ingredients that Zoom Pizza used meant their pizzas were about half the calories and half the fat of the national average for a pizza. And the labor costs were half the national average for pizza chains. But the human workers that did work at Zoom Pizza all had full health benefits and were shareholders in the company. Human workers are still important in robotic kitchens. They're needed for different tasks, such as preparing the food for when the robots and machines take over, making sauces, making side dishes, and keeping things working smoothly. MIT researchers found that human and machine teams are more productive than teams of only humans or only machines.